Boys on Huckabee.
You are looking live right now at Capitol Hill. You know, it's 100 degrees in Washington right now. And the hotter it gets, the harder it seems for lawmakers to stay cool.
Signing letters together to the president to ask him to step up. 32 Democrats and 32 Republicans. The president ignores that and does nothing until at the very end, and he comes here to try to bail it out and say, look at me, I took care of everything, while America is worried to death about the future. And those of us who have worked our tails off to try to get something done are told that this is a piece of crap, piece of junk, that the future of America is at stake. And this majority leader is not allowing us to deal with it.
All right, that fist-pounding senator joining me right now, Dan Coats. Senator, very good to have you.
Thank you. It is hot.
Remind me never to get in a debate with you, sir. Man, that was fantastic.
Well, a lot of frustration
what kind of reaction
came out.
Yeah, what kind of reaction did you get?
I've got a lot of reaction from a lot of people who I think share the frustration that I have, and that is that we've months and months and months and months with promises and promises and nothing done, careening toward yet another crisis, and the president not stepping forward or the Democrats putting forth any plan whatsoever. And so we bring something forward, and Harry Reid shuts it down before we can even debate it after telling us we need to be here debating it.
One of the things they've insisted on is every time you present a plan that calls for no revenue enhancements or tax hikes, for lack of a better word, you're not moving forward. That's a non-starter to them. You guys have insisted it's a non-starter to even discuss tax hikes. So you seem to be just nowhere near the middle. And we had a guest at the outset, Senator, said that means that this debt limit thing isn't going to be reached, and we're going to shut down. Is that true?
Well, look, this would have been a perfect opportunity for Democrats to come forward, debate with us, offer amendments. If they wanted to add an amendment, adding taxes to this, they could have. But of course, they didn't want to talk about it. They didn't want to come and have a vote on it because they were afraid to go back home and try to explain it to the people. So they shut down debate, shut down the whole process of why we're here, the whole reason why we're here, the whole reason the Senate is in business. Because they didn't want to even talk about what they're urging us to do.
Well, do you think the president's playing you, Senator, and hoping that he'll have as much luck with Republicans and sticking this on them as Bill Clinton did with the last government shutdown against Newt Gingrich?
Well, that's certainly something on everybody's mind. Are we being played with, or is this for real? The problem is our crisis is for real, and we need to step up and make the tough choices, and we're ready to debate those choices. But what is motivating the White House to do what it is, I don't think anybody here knows for sure.
You know, there's been talk, Senator, of this $3 trillion compromise, I guess $3 trillion in agreed cuts over the next 10 years. There's also talk that pegged to that would be $1 trillion in tax loophole closings, credit closings, that sort of thing, which would effectively be tax hikes. There are some in your party who will be okay with that as long as tax rates are not increased. How do you feel about that?
Well, I've supported a bipartisan plan along with Ron Wyden, a Democrat from Oregon, for comprehensive tax reform that would close a lot of these loopholes the president's talking about and take that revenue to reduce rates for our businesses and for individuals so that we could stimulate this economy, get it moving again, and get people back to work. If that's part of the plan, that's not a tax increase. That's taking all these egregious things the Democrats are talking about, and I agree. Some of them ought to be eliminated. Why not take that revenue, use it to stimulate business and give individuals some break in their taxes, and that'll stimulate the economy and bring revenue into the government as more and more people work and businesses make more money.
You guys aren't going to be able to strike a deal in time, are you?
Well, listen, yeah, in the responsibility, if that is the case, and I'm not giving up hope. Look, I'm from Indiana. I've seen a lot of basketball games won in the last minute or 30 seconds, so I'm going to keep fighting all the way to the end. But right now, unless people get serious with this and allow us to at least debate something, we may not. Now, maybe the president's going to pull something out of the hat, but I would sure like to know about it. The people of Indiana sure want to know about it before we say yes.
Senator, thank you very much. Good luck this weekend, all right?
Sure enough. Yeah, thank you.
Well, what's good for Bill, apparently not good for Barack. President Obama, not so keen, risking a constitutional crisis, forcibly raising the debt limit all by himself. And this just in, constitutional scholar Mark Levin agrees with the president. The great one on this great moment.